today we are going to talk about underwires. So what is an underwire? An underwire is usually a metal coated wire which goes around the root of your breast, and what its job is, it is just simply there to distribute the weight of each breast around the whole body. And this is why when we talk about fit, it's so important that your bra fits right, which basically means the band should be parallel to the floor to allow all that distribution of the weight of your boobs to go around your whole body, so you're not left with a bad back and want to fling your bra off as soon as you enter your house. Now, underwires come in different shapes, different forms. You have, let me just rest them. You've got one which is a flexi wire. Now, a flexi wire is basically a thinner wire than a non-flexi wire. So it is the same type of wire, but it is thinner, and it is used for, say, maternity wear or those bras and brands which offer more comfort. Once you get to bigger sizes, your wire, this is not a flexi wire, but because you've got that much volume going along the wire, it will tend to splay out more and twist. So regarding flexi wires, I don't always recommend them for a bigger cup because they can tend to twist a lot under the weight of the breast in the washing machine, if you're going to put it in the washing machine. So a standard wire is often better used for the bigger cups. You would think that, oh, I'm going to design for a bigger cup to market, I need a stronger wire. You don't. If you have a too stronger wire in a bigger cup, what will happen is it won't move with the body, so you're going to hit sore spots, usually here and at the ends of your underwire, because it simply can't move a little bit with the body throughout the whole day. When it comes to ordering online, you might have seen numbers such as 30, 32, 34, 36, etc. And you want to know what wire that will be used for. Now, wires are used in sister sizing, which means a 34C is the same as a 32D, is the same as a 30DD. And what that means is the volume going round and the curve is the same. So they use one wire throughout different sizes. So when you see the number, say a 34, that is saying it's for a 34B and therefore also a 32C. So if you are designing a bra which is in the bigger sizes, you just need to track it down sister size, and there are many charts, but here is one. So if I was designing for a 28DD, for example, so a 28DD, I would look for a 34 wire because that represents a 34B. So all the numbers you see online represent a B cup, and then it will be your job to work out all the sister sizing to get the correct wire. If you want to ask me a question or drop me a line and say your size, I'll be able to tell you what wire you need, if that helps. Now, you have different wires for different types of boobs. You have like a narrower wire. This is often used in French lingerie where the grade is smaller and the narrows are wider. You have wider underwires. You have a plunge shape, which would mean you've got the underarm here and then this one would end here, so it's just going like a soft L or J shape rather than a U shape. With your underwires, your top on one side, the highest side would go under your arm and the lower side would go to your centre front. The centre front tips are usually always coloured. There goes a wire. They're usually coloured so you know which direction you're putting it in. So the coloured tip always goes to the centre front, and this is really good if you have wires which don't have any reference, so you can know which ones they all are. If you buy underwires with no wording on, what I tend to do is I scan it as soon as I receive it, and on the piece of paper I write what it is, because like this, I've popped that in my drawers and it's all come apart and I don't know what it is. By looking at it, I reckon it's a 34G or a 32G, but I will go back and reference it to pictures I have and work out what exact size it is. When you are drafting a pattern, you're going to need your cradle wider than your underwire. So it's not a case of here's my underwire, I'm going to draw around and that's going to be my pattern piece. Your pattern needs to be wider than your underwire, and this is called your wire spring, and this just allows the wire as you wear it to extend past your breast tissue up towards your armpit to ensure you have a great fit. To find the balance point of a wire, you will simply put the wire on a table, see where it rocks, and where it naturally sits at the bottom, that is your balance point. So all these tips for your underwires, I'm hoping they help your journey to become a lingerie designer.